The sound of shattering glass still echoes in my mind as I recall the night everything fell apart. I was standing in my backyard, the smell of cigarette smoke and stale beer hanging in the air, when I confronted him. "You're a liar, Ethan," I said, my voice low and even. He had been showing up to my soccer games, cheering me on from the sidelines, and making a point to talk to me after every match. At first I thought it was sweet, but as time went on, I started to notice a pattern. He would flirt shamelessly with me, only to disappear when I tried to have a real conversation with him. I remembered the first time he showed up to one of my games, how he would watch me with an intensity that made me feel like I was the only person on the field. But as the weeks went by, I started to see through his facade. He would make comments about other girls and I would feel a pang of discomfort. I realized that he wasn't interested in getting to know me as a person. He just wanted to add me to his list of conquests. That night, I felt a sense of anger and betrayal. I had heard him talking to my friend Alex about how he wanted to score with me, and how I was just a challenge to him. I looked at Ethan, his eyes locked on mine, and I saw the guilt written all over his face. "You're just like all the other guys," I said, my voice dripping with disdain. "You think you can just charm your way into my pants, and then discard me like trash." The air was thick with tension as Ethan took a step back, his eyes darting between me and Alex. "I can explain," Ethan started, but I cut him off. "No, you can't," I said, my voice firm. Alex spoke up. "Dude, I told you she was smart. You can't fool her with your charm and good looks." I turned to Alex, a smile spreading across my face. "Thanks for looking out for me, Alex. But I can take care of myself." I turned back to Ethan, my eyes blazing with anger. "You need to leave now. And don't come back." Ethan looked at me, his eyes filled with a mixture of anger and shame, before turning and walking away. I watched him go, feeling a sense of relief wash over me. I had stood up for myself and I had won. As I turned to go back inside, Alex caught up to me. "Hey, you okay?" he asked, his voice concerned. I nodded, smiling. "Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for having my back, Alex." He grinned, clapping me on the back. "Anytime, kiddo. You're one of the good ones." I realized that I didn't need a guy like Ethan in my life, someone who only cared about himself and his own desires. I deserved better and I was going to make sure that I got it. As I walked back into my house, I felt a sense of closure, a sense of resolution. I had confronted Ethan and I had come out on top. I had learned a valuable lesson, one that I would carry with me for the rest of my life. I had learned that I was worthy of respect, that I deserved to be treated with kindness and compassion. And I had learned that I would never settle for anything less.